Well, for the first time in more than 2 weeks, federal government is back in business. Late last night, lawmakers approving a deal to end the partial shutdown and avoid an economic catastrophe. But while Washington dodged a bullet, America took a hit as Standard & Poor's estimates that the shutdown had a $24 billion impact on the economy. And we could, again, be doing this in the very near future. Justin Michaels live from Charlestown Navy Yard to explain this is not quite over.
Yeah, Eric, we have a little bit of a reprieve here, about 90 days. You'll hear about that in just a moment, but it was at 6 o'clock this morning. The first signs here in Boston that this had all come to an end and the government shutdown was over happened right here at the Charlestown Navy Yard. You can see the gates here are open. That walking path gate over there is open. Guards came out. They removed the signs that said closed during government shutdown, and the Navy Yard was officially open. All the furloughed workers were back to work, but the crisis averted last night has not gone away. For the first time in 16 days, the Charlestown Navy Yard is back open.
Looking forward to being able to cut through here on my way to work.
A promising first sign after a late-night compromise was made in Washington.
I'm just happy that it's back up and open. Everybody's back at work. That's what I'm hoping for, and I'm hoping that it just stays that way.
I think it's critical they be back, and we've waited a long time for this.
I have all the confidence in the world that in less than 90 days, this will all be figured out.
But all that really happened is our leaders simply averted a crisis by delaying it.
Hopefully next time it won't be in the 11th hour.
That's right. The president said next time. The new catchphrase in Washington in the last 12 hours is, quote, kick the can, meaning they simply pushed our government's trouble back 90 days. Mark this on your calendars. The government is now open through January 15th, and the debt ceiling has only been raised through February 7th.
We've got to get out of the habit of governing by crisis.
And the crisis we came so close to with our government defaulting on its loans has only been averted temporarily.
Things have to be different because I know I hear from my constituents understandable frustration about the dysfunction in Washington.
We got to come together and do our negotiations, not when we're on the brink of default. We got to be doing them all the time.
The plan easily passed the Senate.
The motion is adopted.
And the House last night, where most Republicans voted no. And the Tea Party promised to keep targeting Obamacare, while moderate Republicans are vowing to prevent another debt crisis. And they have 90 days to figure it out. All right, so the Congress went to work. The president signed their bill. Those furloughed workers are back to work. All good news, but again, just 90 days here, Eric. So we'll see how that all pans out. We do know the Congress says they're going to go into conference and figure something out on a more long-term budget fix. We'll see about that.
Exactly.
Back into you.
Justin Michaels live for us in Charlestown with that part of the story.